I just stepped out the shower feeling
Man
good,
says
man.
in the shower. You're chatting to
Just
gal, man.
stepped out
Stop
the shower
lying.
feeling good, man. Don't worry about me, bro. I'm not chatting to no girl. Yeah, I'm a single man enjoying self-love. You know, Valentine's. You know what it is. I'm gonna eat an apple crumble later. You know, all kinds of stuff. Just feeling happy. You know, I just feel happy to see my team playing good football.
Valentine's dinner, supper. I see it.
For one, you know.
Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah, because you can't be sharing out your love with just anyone.
That support bubble is real small.
That's fine with me. We can't all be like you, Alex. You know, doing up international linkage in a Palalanka.
I heard that.
Hey, you know what? You come on that gas energy, so let's kick it off straight away. TNT, what's going on? As you can see, I'm mad today. I'm not happy today. But the show must go on. I will never dodge this conversation, you get me? TNT with the boys, Tracks and Tactics. Lads, introduce yourself. Let's go for you, Scully, first, man. What's going on?
What's going on? Big Screw Wop, Scully. I'm an Arsenal fan, and I'm feeling good today.
Oh, you don't say.
Feeling all right, man. I'm feeling all right.
Relic, what are you telling us?
Yeah, it's done now. Relic, they're done out here in these streets. Arsenal fan as well. Feeling very good. I'm calm right now, but don't worry, it's loading.
It's loading. Alex, my bro.
Yes. Alex Bass, Mr. Reload It. Listen, Man United fan. Yeah, you know how that went. So, but I'm happy. I'm actually happy, but I'm upset, but I'm happy.
You're upset, but you're happy. And again, our second guest on the TNT show, he's coming looking like studio vibes. He's assured me it's not a studio. Hella professional.
Where I live. But you know what, to be fair, the sofa arrived like 2 days ago. It's as it's as fresh as it will ever look. Give it come on in a month, 3 months time, it will look like a bin again, I'm sure. But yeah.
Mr. Joe Walker, introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, Joe Walker, no A-list is really not interesting enough yet. Presenter, podcaster, Palace fan. I think it's a bad week to come on, but I feel like they're all bad weekends at the moment to come on as a Palace fan.
Do you know we're bad because we only invite guests on when their teams are losing? We've never invited their guests.
It's not on purpose. It just happens.
I was thinking that when Relic said, "Yo, should I grab Joe?" I was thinking, why do you want to torture him? Like it's not.
No, I'm not even a torture thing.
Listen, it cannot be worse than I agreed to do a Liverpool podcast to do a pre-match chat before we met in December or whenever it was. Anyway, it got postponed. He was like, I'll tell you what, I can't do it today. Let's do it after the game, straight after kickoff, after full time. I was like, no problem, it's fine. We were 7-0. And I had to go onto this Liverpool YouTube channel, and they had all Liverpool fans from all over the country, and then a live chat room as well, all just cornering, all just being like, it's like, tell us about that 6th goal you conceded. And I'm just, it was just, yeah. So this is fine, very light.
So this is light. You know what? I want to start with you first. Sum up where Palace are at right now. What's their season been saying? And are you happy as a Palace fan?
I don't think there's any happy Palace fan right now. So basically, this is like the big, what do they call it? A transitional, this is a big moment right now. So the manager's out of contract end of the season, and he is 72, 73 years old now. Maybe time to go. 12 of our first team are out of contract in the summer as well.
Wow.
They're all about, every single one of them is over 30. So
whoa.
The ones we'll keep, we're only delaying it. Do you know what I mean? So basically, we're going to have a whole reset in the summer, probably a new manager as well, and no money to make from all the people leaving, unless we sell Zaha, but that's another conversation. And so basically, we've just, and at the moment, we've just been in this, all the players have like, well, obviously they're not being offered anything for now, because maybe they're waiting for a new manager, I don't know what. But none of them are really, like, we're safe, to be honest. Like, we're not going to get relegated at this point. So we're just on the beach in February, which is crazy to say, but like, the football has been horrible, because it's tolerable playing defensive and, you know, getting little moments and sparks if you're getting the results. If you know they're working hard, but they're not working hard anymore. They're not getting the results. We're a defensive team that only West Brom have conceded more than. So what is the point?
Mad.
What is the point of watching that? And
yeah.
You're getting results like 3-0 at home to Burnley now, and it's very hard to watch. I can't the thought of watching another 13, 14 of those between now and May is very painful. Even if I know nothing bad is going to happen. It's just, I just need the season done now because it's horrible.
Yeah.
So what's gonna spark the change then? Because the 3-0 against Burnley, you guys made Burnley look like Barcelona.
I know.
I see them knocking the ball around. I didn't even know they had that within them.
No.
Bro, that Loughton goal was one of the better goals I've seen this season. Like the setup play towards it, the ball back over, the volley. Like,
Was it the volley?
I didn't watch that game. Yeah, I didn't watch that game, and I saw it last night, match of the day, and I was like, "Oh my word!"
Yeah, the volley was
people. I
nasty.
can't believe no one's hyping this goal. Like,
Because of who it's against, and because of like you see, he barged out Van Aanholt like he was a little boy. That's not because Loughton is really good. It's just that Van Aanholt can't defend.
I'm so happy we didn't buy him. Like, I don't know what Arteta was thinking.
A lot of Palace fans. This is the thing, right? Especially now that we're on TV every single week because of how the things are. Punditry is the same every time. It's like, yeah, but Palace, you know, they're in no trouble, and you know they've got good creative players. And then they reel off the same 5 or 6. Eze, Townsend, Zaha. That's why he's there. Like, why aren't they scoring more goals? And Van Aanholt's good. And the answer is they can be good, but particularly Van Aanholt is one that's like, he's very good going forward, but like going back, if he hasn't got someone in front of him. So Van Aanholt is at his best, right, when Schlupp is in front of him. Because Schlupp will do the covering as well. And Van Aanholt for some godforsaken reason, this is another problem with Palace at the moment. We've got Eze left wing on a 4-4-2.
Yeah.
That's not his position. He's a number 10.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
And so him on the left, he doesn't cover. And Van Aanholt, the combo doesn't really work. And he gets exposed. And Van Aanholt exposed. I do feel sorry for him because he gets all the blame because he looks really bad in a lot of goals. But it's because he's getting no help. And it's just like, we got a really long injury list as well. All our best players are injured at the moment.
Fam, you got like what, 10 players injured?
Yeah, basically.
And you don't know when they're coming back?
That's mad.
Nuts.
Yeah. So and even like, and despite even with that, I still think we could be playing better than we have been. But it's the whole at the moment is miserable. You know, we've all been there. You know, we're just like, I don't know when my team's gonna win again. Like,
We've definitely all been there, boy.
Bro, we've all been there. We've all been there. And based on today's results, I feel like I'm there again because I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know what's going on at all.
I want to think of one thing about Palace, though. You said you're definitely not getting relegated.
Yeah.
And I don't think Palace are getting relegated. But can they afford to be on the beach in February when West Brom are... They're not... Like, I think West Brom will still get relegated, but they're playing better than they played so far. Like, we're seeing all the bottom teams that we thought are definitely getting relegated, just putting a bit more of a shift in it. Like, they could all get some points. And this league is tighter than it's ever been. So, do you think they can afford...
I don't think any team can afford to be on the beach this early, but I don't think anyone who is able to change that gives a shit at the moment. All the players are like, well, I'm gone in a few months because they haven't offered me anything. Or I've got a better offer somewhere else. And, yeah, I just... Even because the people, in theory, if you're the club, you're like, the higher we finish, particularly at Palace level, every position in the table is another 3-4 million that, you know, we need to start this team up again and rebuild the squad. But if you're telling that to the players who aren't going to be there or don't know if they're going to be there or not,
they don't care about it.
They're like, well, it's not going to me. There's not a bonus like in my contract. Why do I care about how high Palace finish now? I'm done.
Yeah.
It's hard.
What's going to happen in the summer, yeah? Chris Palace are going to come for better Arsenal players. You're going to buy Joe Willock. You're going to buy Maitland-Niles. You're going to buy all the fodder players we don't want, and you're going to take them. And they'll be good because Joe Willock's young. Maitland-Niles is young. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be a good, you know.
I'll take it. I will take them. And I
But
think
is Zaha going this summer, though? Is Zaha going this summer?
You know, I was thinking about it today, and given the whole the size of the task that is up this summer, I think he might actually, and I don't think it will. I think in order for it to happen, it means Palace are going to go, all right, we'll sell him for 50 instead of 70, 80, whatever. And then I think a lot more people might come in, and then that will fund us rebuilding the team. Because that's the only real saleable asset other than Eze. That is it. We've managed to, in order to like, we've bought all these players. It happens a lot at our level. You come up and you stay up and you're like, right, we need to attract better players. So you buy, you can only afford to get it right. You can get it wrong once and that's it. After that, you don't spend no money again. So Benteke for 30 million Mamadou Sakho for 20. They're both going on a free this summer because they're either injured or fell off.
£50 million.
And a club at Palace's level, writing 50 million off meant we didn't spend any money for 2-3 years. So like you can't make those mistakes continuously. And so what we're left with is like one saleable asset, maybe two, buying older players because we can't afford to pay the fee. But we're just delaying the inevitable, basically. So this time next season, we could be in massive trouble.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So next season's looking like a relegation battle, possibly, if you don't get it right. And you got to get everything 10 out of 10.
I'm hearing Williams for sale still, cut price, 250.
I'll show you Willian.
Daniel James and Willian. Listen, double.
Bro,
Trust
me. Let's work a deal.
I'll give you Willian, yeah, for a score of cheese and some kind of, I don't care.
Man said
I don't care. I don't care.
I will take Daniel James. I will take Joe Willock. I will take Maitland-Niles in the front three over Willian. I've got
front three. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've
what? So you're too good for Willian? I hear it. To be fair,
I will not take Willian.
I hear it. I do hear it. You've got Zaha.
They've got Zaha and Eze.
You got Zaha. You got Eze there loaded.
Yeah, no.
We've learned our lesson on signing players who are over the hill for stupid amount of money on wages. Willian is never getting anywhere near my club unless he's playing for free.
He's on 180 or 220k. Jesus,
that makes me
really. How did he finesse that?
He's a free transfer. He was a free transfer. When you're a free transfer, you can demand any money you want because they didn't spend nothing.
Yeah. But why did they buy him?
Because they thought Arsenal thought,
yeah,
there's the Brazilian link, and then Arsenal also thought, Pepe is not really firing, the fans are complaining, let's make a statement. Let's take Chelsea's winger. Let's take someone that's won the Champions League, that's won the league, and let's just keep the fans a bit happy. But Willian has stunk to the high heavens, yeah? The Arsenal fans are pissed, yeah? And now they want his
Arsenal got to stop making that mistake because I feel like Arsenal are the team out of the other traditional 6 or 5, whatever, who will always take the scraps of the others, like
other team, yeah.
Don't blame the fans though, because
I'm talking like obviously David Luiz, who isn't as bad as some people make out all the time, but like Silvestre, like there's quite a culture like, Arsenal will take them.
Peter Cech, Willian,
name of experience or just
Peter Cech.
Don't blame us, yeah. Don't blame us because the Arsenal fans never really want them.
I know.
We don't celebrate, yeah. It never celebrated when Willian.
No. People celebrated Willian though, my bro. Listen, I have evidence.
Did they?
There was some on Twitter, yeah. There was some. Yeah, we took Chelsea. We took a winger from Chelsea. Oh yeah, Willian's gonna come and dump you up. I said, wow. Chelsea fans were happy to loot him. I'm not gonna name a shame, but
I'm not gonna lie. At the end of last season, Willian was deaf for firing. He was looking very good, but I think we all know what he's about. We all know what he's about. He was playing for the contract.
Goals last season? I think so.
He was playing mad in the last 6 months.
He does that for a move. He did that for a move.
But he was doing that for a move or for a contract, and obviously we fell for it because we're stupid. Edu's like, he's Brazilian. Like from when I seen the way Edu's defending him in the press, like, you lot dumb. Willian's Premier League proven, He needs time to adapt. Like, big man, how are you saying he's Premier League proven, but he needs time to adapt? Are you stupid? Man went down the road. Like, he didn't. Like, he didn't come.
He never moved.
Yeah, he never moved house, bro. He didn't come from the Italian league, whatever. Man went up to North London from West London. Like, there's a 30-minute drive. He didn't do that much.
His lifestyle didn't change at all. And he just laughed.
His restaurant is still frying steak. Like, bro.
No, they're not. It's closed down because of the lockdown. Thank God. Hope it never opens again. Jarring Utes, blood. Yeah, me, but I can't lie. Willian, if we're talking about Willian's the worst Arsenal signing since Andre Santos. He's a horrid player.
I think he's even worse. Terrible. I think he's even worse.
Because you don't really hate him this much.
All the reasons you just listed.
Listen, Sanogo helped us win a cup.
No, but all the reasons you just listed are what make Willian the worst Arsenal signing I've seen in my lifetime. Like, you cannot come from a team, and get double digits in the season, and then not even move house, You literally just go to a different training ground, and suddenly you can't do anything. You haven't added anything. And like I was saying, because obviously we have a TNT group chat, and I was saying today, Willian offers, it's not that he doesn't offer anything for Arsenal, it's that he detracts for Arsenal. Like he literally takes away. Like when he comes on, you know there's a mess happening. When he came on today, I tweeted saying, what was supposed to be a comfortable win is now in jeopardy. And you see straight away, go from 4-0 to 4-2. Like it's like you're playing a man down. I've never seen anyone that bad.
What was the stat? I'm gonna read the stat. Go on, Joe. Sorry, I'm gonna read the stat.
You know, you remember Space Jam, yeah? You know when when they had like their abilities taken from them, and they were just like.
Yeah.
There was a couple of passes today by Willian that were like when they were Arsenal on the break, and he was trying to like set someone up, and it passed like someone who had never played football before. He didn't even apologize. He just kind of like just put his head down and turned away and walked away, and no one even complained at him, which says to me that they're used to it.
Like, did you not see the video last week when Bellerin's calling him a puta? Like, man, I'm sick of this you know? I can't lie.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I'm trying to work out, like, maybe he might be going through something because this is not natural.
Shouting from the bench, innit?
Bro, he's like, so much is going wrong. When he came on last week, all he did was pass it sideways. Like, literally sideways.
And backwards.
Yeah. And he didn't complete a forward pass in 20 minutes playing on the wing. That's insane.
So the stat from today, the stat from today is Willian lost possession 5 of his 10 touches since coming on in the 62nd minute against Leeds United. This guy's horrid, bro. Like, I don't understand why we're playing. That's what why are we playing man like that when we have youth players that can come on and do better, much better?
I would rather see Reece Nelson try. Yeah,
big man ting, bro. Why is Reece Nelson suffering in the under 23s?
That's the only time I will back the Reece Nelson.
Reece Nelson could be playing up in his value, and we can send him to Crystal Palace in the summer.
That's
I don't know why. I don't know why we're letting him
actually
suffer.
been in good form, by the way. Pepe's been in good form. Yeah,
That
we're
too.
4-0 up. Yeah. You bring him on the last 20 minutes, push, get a quick 2 goals, up our goal difference in that. No, you bring on Willian.
But does Willian offer anything defensively?
No, he doesn't track back. He doesn't help. He doesn't do
and
nothing.
You brought that up, But last week when Pepe was playing well and he scored for us, he actually defended against goal. Like he was tracking back.
Fam, Pepe been tracking back, defending, helping tackle, pressing guys. Like Pepe's played so much better than he recently been playing. I can't for the life of me understand why Arteta continues picking Willian unless there's a clause in his contract saying you must play this much amount of games. That's the only reason I can think why Arteta's playing this guy. Because other than that, there's no reason to bring nothing but Afro. That's what's all he brings, bro. He's so
Here's my prayer. Here's my prayer, and I know it's not true, but here's my prayer. There has to be a contract clause, that says if you play a certain amount of games for Arsenal, and you don't get this many goals and assists, we have the right to terminate your contract.
Good.
That's all we get to the end of the season, and it's like, right, cool, you only got 2 assists and it was on day 1. Yeah, that's not good enough, so you're not getting paid.
I hate this guy so much. I have never hated a player like this in a while.
What? How long is this deal? Did you remember?
We've got another 866 days left of his contract.
Okay, all right.
I follow how many days left of Willian's contract.
I was just about to say,
there's an
Scully should make an account.
account.
I was going to say, Scully should make an account. How many days of Willian's
That is
contract left?
awful.
Is that
800?
No way.
I think 2 years.
Bro.
I think it was 2 years. But no, it must be 3 years because
I think it's 3 years.
Yeah, but it's definitely 3 years because he wanted a 3-year deal at Chelsea. They said no, we'll give you 2. He's like, no, I want 3, and we like idiots gave him 3.
Wow.
Arsenal said, yeah,
Trust me.
take.
You better hope that there isn't an activation deal that says if you play this amount of games, you renew for a 4th. Because he's coming off the bench a lot.
I'll go mad. Joe, I promise you, I'll lose my matter. I'll go mad. I will go crazy.
I think there is something there in the contract because he's playing way too much.
Way
And
too
you know
much.
what it is as well? You know what it is as well, He's so bad, but Arsenal keep buying players like this because we've been burned so much, like selling players, and they do well with other teams. Like obviously,
Other clubs,
RBP only had 2 seasons on top in it. He had 1 great season at Arsenal, 1 great season at United.
He's done a lot for Arsenal still. He done.
No, but like I'm saying, top of his game.
Yeah, Arsenal, United.
Sold him, and he went and he banged at United. Let's be honest, yeah.
He definitely did.
Same with Nasri. Like Nasri left us in bits. Like we've had players who left banged off, bro. Yeah.
Even Mkhitaryan's having fun in flipping Roma.
Yeah.
Bro, so this is what I'm saying. I'm saying we keep buying players, yeah, in the hope that we can like reverse the luck, and it's not banging. Like forget it.
It's not working.
The players
Don't work
you
like that.
We're good at. Like like just let it go. Just let it go because it's painful. And he's the one thing, yeah. Like, see, with Arsenal, I can be patient, I can trust the process, etc. But he's the one thing that makes me lose my patience with the team. Like, whenever he comes on, I'm like, I don't want to watch. The game's like, he makes me question the manager. Like, I could defend Arteta for a lot of things, yeah. But I cannot defend the constant playing of Willian. Like, it's nobody who watches football and understands football on any level can defend playing Willian week in, week out. Like, you can't.
It's true. There must be something going on behind the scenes, man. There definitely must have been. And talk about not watching. I think I just had to stop watching that Arsenal game. I think 3-0, when you guys went 3-0 up, I said, like, what's the point of football today?
Bro,
like,
I didn't know you're a big hater like this.
No, you know
No,
what?
I'm not a hater. Do you know what it is? I'm not a hater, but I'm just bitter. I'm salty because of that Man United result, and we'll get to that.
The Man United
game
go off. Let's talk about United game. Let's do it in order of the games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, chronological.
Let's do it.
Let's kick off first.
Bro, you done on Palace, yeah? Do you want to say any more about Palace?
Yeah, what's your review on that game quickly?
I've got no. It should be a game that ends a manager's reign. That basically says, there's no hope here. No one's trying anymore. Something needs to happen. We've had 5-6 of those this season, and nothing's happened. So he's not going anywhere. So I try not to get. And I'm terrified because even though we're safe, we got Brighton next week, which is our main rival game, and we'll get battered in that, and he still won't get sacked. And I'm like,
who are you replacing him with?
Okay, so I think the board have wanted Sean Dyche for ages, which I know is a stinky, like but he suits that style and that kind of fine. Eddie Howe's been linked, and he'd be cheaper because he's free. He's not with a club. We got linked in the paper today with Swansea's manager who used to manage England. I think he managed the England team, that youth team, when Foden and Brewster won the through.
Okay.
So I think Palace's idea is like we get him, and we start
building with
youngsters, all these young players, and setting up the academy. And
you'll get Melton now, then 100%. You'll get Nketiah too.
Yeah, which is and. To be fair, that should. I mean, me and Scully have spoken about it before on our pod. It's like that should be what Palace are. Is like we can't spend money. Be the team that has just all the young ballers in because we've got a massive catchment area in South.
Imagine.
No, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, if you have Eze, Nketiah, Reece Nelson, Maitland-Niles, Joe Willock.
Sancho. Yeah,
they should be that feeder club, that development, that feeder center.
Become that guy.
If you had all those young British ballers, that would be such a fun team to watch. It'd be such
we had like 2 or 3. Do you know when it was Balassi and Zaha, and that enough alone and punching? That was fun. We were fun.
Balassi and Zaha was mad.
Yeah, fam, Balassi.
A fan of this club level, that's all you can ask for. Is like, right, I don't want to be bored out of my skull. I just want 1 or 2 players that when they touch the ball, who is his name? Chris Waddle, the ex-England. He's he played at Marseille, and he said his favorite sound when he played there was like this. If you can hear that, he said basically all the seats would get up when he got the ball. All the fans would stand up, and he could just hear the plastic tap in the back of the where they were sitting. He's like, I love that sound, and that every club, no matter who you are, deserves to have at least one player where you have that. That's what makes you go to the games. That makes you turn on. It's like I need that one player. When they get the ball, I'm like, right, what are they gonna do? Like anything can happen right now.
Yeah,
and
that's what Pepe should have been.
Relax, man.
Zaha on finance.
Relax.
I said Zaha on finance.
Relax.
PCP.
Don't worry about Pepe, man. Don't worry about Pepe.
Anyway, let's go.
Yeah. But would you sell him? Would you sell him to get Zaha next summer?
No.
Yeah. Would you do that? No.
Why not?
Why not? Because Zaha is 28.
Out of pride.
Like, going into
and how old is Pepe?
No. Is Pepe going to be Zaha's level at 28? Like,
he could be.
I don't know. We've got 4 years to find out.
The hard one was things like 25.
That's the thing. Everyone over talks about Pepe like he's doing really bad, but he's honestly not. Like there's so many players who are playing. There's a lot of players who do
I
bad
don't
or
think you
worse.
remember he cost 72 million pounds, Scully.
Yeah.
Don't try it. He cost 72 million pounds. Yeah?
Okay,
Don't
so
try
let's
it.
talk
Okay.
about Maguire.
Money. You have
Let's
to
talk
put
about
Maguire cost
Keita.
80 million.
Let's talk
No, no,
about
Scully.
Kepa.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Scully, let's.
No, but these are all players. Yeah? These are all players, yeah, who are underperforming. Pepe is actually just doing fine, like, and that's it.
Maguire's not
Second,
underperforming,
he's our
by the way.
second highest.
You think
Maguire's
Pepe's
not-
doing fine? You think
He's our
Pepe's doing
second
He's
highest.
doing okay. He's doing
Our
okay.
second highest scorer, like that's
Take out
essentially
Europa
okay.
League. Is that still the same?
He's
Huh?
okay. He's doing okay.
Take out Dundalk. Is that still the actual stat?
The stats are.
Trust
probably
me.
still would
Trust
be.
me.
He probably still would
Doesn't
be.
matter. Doesn't
That's
matter.
a deceiving.
Doesn't
They
matter.
always have been.
No, because there's been a couple games in the Premier League. There's been like 3-4 games, yeah, where he's actually saved us. Like that's the thing, and you can see as we play better football, like as in like we play people who can play ball. Essentially, we don't play the Elnenis, we don't play the flipping Williams. Yeah, he plays better. Like last week, like he'll score goals and runs off. And this is what I was saying from the beginning. Like we use him as a scapegoat, but the rest of the team is not playing ball, and he's an inside forward who runs off when you play the ball in behind him and you play ball. So as long as we're not doing that, he's always going to look bad. When you play with a team behind him, he looks great. Like he's scoring, he's being exciting. It's all of this stuff.
It's not his
So
fault,
I'm-
but you pay that money. You pay money for a talent.
You want to
don't pay-
see a world
Yeah,
beater.
you want a
Exactly.
talisman. You want
Yeah.
instant results.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I would even
yeah,
put the
definitely.
same charges against. In the same way, like I to this day, I'm someone like I think Marshall's a good player, and I think Man United fans will believe in him massively because they've seen those moments like you've seen with Pepe. But ultimately, the money they paid 5 years ago, like I don't think they get that money back if they sold him today.
No, they
I
don't.
think he's a bit more of a flop because he had a Ballon d'Or clause, and that Ballon d'Or's not coming.
Not at all.
He is not a bit more of a flop.
Let me
The thing-
tell you why he's not a bigger flop than what you just said, and why the reason why you just said it, because when he came and he had a season at Man United, he won a Golden Boy award, yeah, and his trajectory was that of a world-class winger. I
He was
won't
meant to be the
lie.
next Henry.
He was meant to be a mad thing. I won't lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
But to say he's like, oh my god, the maddest flop. Like no, he cost us 32 million pound. Yeah, that could rise to 55 with all these clauses. He's never gonna hit anyway. Yeah, I don't think it's a flop personally.
I don't
30
think
million.
I don't think he's the maddest flop here. Also,
Yeah,
you've got to take into account 30 million from 5 years ago. By the way, that's like
That's what, 50 now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But besides
Yeah.
that,
It's still 30 though.
yeah, I don't think he's the maddest flop. I'm just saying when you look around the Prem, there's a lot of players who are way underperform for the price that they paid for. We're just very easy to get onto because we're in the mud. Like we are in the
No,
mud.
we're very easy to
I
get
don't
onto
know.
because everyone hates Arsenal. It's the first time we spent
That's not-
big
No,
money.
it's
like
not
that.
even- it's not even
Yeah.
hate.
So
It's
it's,
not even-
no,
Really?
everyone,
Oh,
listen, let
Premier
me
League.
talk. Like, let me talk.
It's not even.
Everyone hates
Let me
us.
talk. Everyone does hate us. It's cool, and we don't really spend big money like that, innit? It's the first time we've done something like that. So it's like, oh my god, Arsenal's done this. Sought after winger, Real Madrid are after him, Barcelona's after him, and Arsenal's got him. They wanted to see that fail, and could this
Relic, what are
happen?
you saying?
They're relishing it, fam. When Pepe
Relic,
was
what are
I
you
hear that
saying?
because
Fam.
it happened.
No,
So
Joe.
we've got the confession
did
there.
happen. No,
that
it
it
did
What I'm
happen.
gonna say is, when you bought Aubameyang for 64 million pounds, yeah, that's not you spent money, bro. You spend.
No, but no,
Erling cost
we didn't.
45.
Cup of 50.
We didn't
Sanchez
spend. We
cost
did not
30.
spend.
What are you spend?
Fam,
Stop it.
it's not like no. You're not understanding what I'm saying to you. Yeah, we
No,
spend
my point
money.
is,
Yes, we
I know what
do.
you just
Are
said.
you gonna
You
let
just
me
said-
talk? Are you gonna
Wait,
let me
wait.
talk?
I
Are you
wasn't
gonna
even finished.
interrupt?
I wasn't even finished.
So,
You just
alright,
said,
cool.
yeah?
Do your thing.
You just said that people saw Pepe come for that money and wanted him to flop. My point is, we've seen players go to Arsenal, yeah, for big money, and they perform. Fam, it's not about wanting him to flop, fam. We didn't want him to flop just because he went to Arsenal for big money. Come on, lad. You
No,
just didn't.
I'll argue that, Alex. You might not.
Can I-
argue
can I
that,
talk?
but a lot of people did want to see him flop. Like I have a lot of friends who are like,
I didn't even know who he was.
was. But yeah, go on, Relik. So you didn't know who Pepe was, yeah, but you knew who Abid Diallo is. This guy's a
100%.
fucking camper. I'm catching you. This
100%.
guy is
Because I care about my club.
Anyway,
Listen,
Relik, go on,
yeah.
Relik, go on.
That's what I was
Correct,
saying
yeah.
is when you're seeing players linked with Real Madrid, when you're seeing players linked with Barcelona or PSG, all these other things, you don't expect Arsenal to come in, pay the big money and take the player from those clubs. You know what I'm saying? We've done that. So everyone's like, raw, what? Arsenal 72 mil, Pepe. We can't bang over there. He's probably gonna Fam, I see, what's it called? I'm not gonna say his name, but certain man bringing up stats of players that we sign, he's this and he's giving away this much chance and blah, blah, blah. So man, already preparing their agendas. So when we bought him, the agenda was already prepared. And now he hasn't got to the level we want him to be at, like be that mad, like kind of Sanchez type player. Man, already in talking. So it just is what it is, isn't it?
No, shall I tell you what it is with Pepe, yeah? When I see Arsenal make that statement, the reason why people get onto him is because of what he's done. I wasn't prepared to get onto him. If anything, I'm worried about what he's coming to do. That price tag, everyone's gassing him up.
72 million.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so Arsenal is serious. So the fact that he's flopped makes it even funnier. That's why people are getting onto him.
That's where the fun comes from. Yeah.
You know, that's what I would that's what I would put it to you, like.
I think fans are willing to offer more than other teams' fans of like a settling in period. Once they start costing over a certain bit of money, everyone else is like, nah, you got to hit it straight away. Yeah. And then
same thing what they're saying for Harry Maguire. So I let you guys have your fun.
No.
I let you guys have your fun.
No,
I'm calling this episode the Man United roast. So you guys go, do your best.
You can't bring up Maguire because he was already playing in the Prem. He was a big man, of a big age. He came to your club. You gave him like 5 games. He was like, yeah, he's gonna be captain.
Fam.
He's swag.
He really is swag.
Was it Paul Merson? Was it Paul Merson? He was like, I don't understand why they're buying him for 80 million. He's
it was
bang average. And everyone was like, oh, he's a big hater. He's a big hater.
You're talking about Paul Merson.
They called him a
Paul Merson has to read Harry Maguire's name on a piece of paper to pronounce it.
No, but they called him a madman. It doesn't matter. That's
that day, Paul Merson was onto something.
He was spot on.
He didn't get a thing wrong. That Maguire guy, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think Maguire would flop at United. I'd be like, yeah, probably a decent signing for them. He's looked really good at Leicester. But the only thing I questioned was like, Leicester, a team that are now building, they want to be what Everton were to us 10, 15 years ago. Like that team that's always pushing the top teams, if not challenging. Yeah? So I was like, why would they let a player that's good in defense?
But they can get Sionchu for 30 mil. That's why.
They already had him.
But they knew the vibe.
Yeah.
They knew the vibe.
That's it. They were like, this Maguire guy's not special.
So that means, that means they were shocked themselves when Leicester saw that fax or that letter come through. So, swear that.
Rob, no banter, yeah. Oh, I hate to do this, but no banter. When man heard, at Man United that we paid 80 mil for Maguire, certain man lost their job. No banter. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The thing is, right? And
because it was mad, you know. It was mad. He was sorry, Joe. He was just never that good. He was just never that good.
He was never that guy.
That's the highlights. Yeah, he was all over the gaff.
There was a run. There was a run between Palace played like 5 games across however many years against Maguire. One for Hull, to a couple for Leicester before he went to United, and they were 4-0, 5s, 6, 4s, 5s against every time, and there was always a goal where he fell over, or whatever. However, right, I will stand up a little bit for Maguire because. But in terms of the price tag, even though we've said what we said about Arsenal, I think Man United are alone. Not even City have this problem where, to this day, if Man United want your player, because you know their finances are not bankrolled by, they're just Man United naturally keeping money, and so every other club goes, if you want him, or he's worth this much, but if you actually want him, and we don't feel a way about losing that player, you have to pay this much.
And the Man United tax.
Throughout history, throughout the last 15, 20 years, Man United have always gone, okay, if you want him, we'll pay it. Like, we're talking about a club, when the Glazers took over, they took a loan out to buy the club, and they took 80 million out of the club's profits every year until they paid it back. Can you imagine Man United, what was it, 10 years ago, with an extra 80 million a year that they
You know, till today, they still take out 29 million a year, you know? Still today. Still take out 29 million each a year. Like, bro.
And so, like, Man United will always pay more than what a player's worth. I think with Maguire, and I've seen it before, even when he was playing them, you know, they're falling over his face and all that stuff. One thing he does, and this is not a comparison to him, but bear with me here. When Maguire picks up the ball in a back 4 or in a back 3, whatever, he gets the ball in possession. He doesn't do the English thing, not traditional, right? Take it out of my feet, aim and just do a diagonal or whatever, just get it out, safety clear. Whether or not it works or not, he goes, all right, I'm going to run with the ball a little bit.
I don't know why he does that.
People
He thinks he's Pogba. He thinks he's Pogba.
Yeah, he thinks he's Rio Ferdinand. The comparison I'm going to make is Rio.
If you see him today,
He ran into
they
the
were
box,
praising
blood.
They're
And so a
praising
scout,
him.
Man United, Solskjaer, Man United, whoever have gone, we need a defender that tries that. Whether or not they can do it successfully, we need someone that does that, like Van Dijk does, like Rio.
Ollie's a sicko as well, but we'll get onto that part.
Yeah, and so that's the idea of Maguire is what they signed, and
The execution of him, though, the idea in thinking it should have worked, you know.
I still
But
think
the
it will.
execution, you still think it will?
I think you put a better.
You're a
defender
hoper.
I think you put a better defender next to him, and you'll be talking like you.
No,
you
Joe, I
have
hear
a
that.
very
Bro, he
solid
needs a better
platform.
defender next to him. I hear that.
Of course, of course, of
Lindelof
course.
today, that goal today, he got bullied.
No, but in the same thing you said about Pepe, yeah, you can't say that about Pepe, yeah, and say but Maguire's fine because you just buy another.
Yeah, exactly. You can't.
Yeah,
Scully, where am I United in the table?
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with Maguire.
How much of what's happened at Man United is Maguire's fault specifically, and who would change in front of Pepe at Arsenal? None of those players. You want to keep all of them. So why is it about who's next to Pepe when the players that you're saying like, I'm giving Maguire a lot of room, but equally, why am I not giving Pepe the room? But the personnel I'm talking about is defensive centre back partner. That's it. Arsenal,
Bailly and
the
Lindelof.
players you need to change are not the players that he's supplying.
Affects Pepe. Okay, I hear you.
But we didn't have a camp for the longest.
They didn't play a 10 for 18
We had
months.
exactly. We had a camp for the longest. What are you talking about?
Ever do that again? We didn't
Yeah.
What does Pepe need
do
a 10?
you
Does Pepe
mean?
have a
Of
10 and
course
when?
he does.
Yes. What do you mean? I can't believe you just said that. I'm actually my head just
You're talking about a front three. I'm talking about Aubameyang and Lacazette. What's that got to do with Pepe?
Fam, we do not have a creative attacking
No, I
midfielder,
said
bro.
Pepe needs
If
a
you
10,
had a
yeah,
striker
and
that
decent
scored
back, yeah?
he needs to be supplying goals. Why has that got to be with a number 10 and not a striker?
Because the
Like a
ball doesn't
Giroud.
ever get to him. The ball doesn't get to him.
And Bellerin ignores him. Bellerin ignores him all the time.
Bro, literally, the ball doesn't get to Pepe. I can't believe you said that. My head's hot.
Can I ask a question?
Back to Maguire, yeah. Back to Maguire, yeah. If you pay 80 million for a centre back, you don't pay
He's
80
been in
million
the
for another
Prem.
centre back
All
to
centre
unlock
backs.
him.
I agree, but all centre backs are overpriced. Every single one of them.
Gabriel wasn't.
Even Diaz, even Van Dijk. There
How
are
much did you give Upamecano?
what did centre backs in the world.
What did Diaz go for? What did Diaz go for?
60 or something like that.
60.
65.
60.
Yeah,
Look,
What did
65.
Laporte
Wow.
go for?
Scully, if you went to, let's say the summer you got Pepe, right? And you said 70 million today buys you a world-class winger
It
from
should
anywhere. It could
It
buy
should.
you.
It should.
It should do. You have to pay 70 million to get an okay centre back at Premier League club now. Man,
Bare
United
minimum.
rambling
I
for 2
dis-
3 years.
That's not true.
I disagree.
That's not true. Because
I
even
disagree.
Upamecano was 50 mil.
Every world-class centre back,
I'm
every
talking about Premier
world-class
League.
centre back,
They would have
every
not been allowed to
world-class
pay 50
centre-back
million.
in the Premier League,
club would have had to
every
pay.
world-class centre-back in the Premier League besides Van Dijk has been cheaper than 70 mil. So that's not true. It's just
Name
Maguire
them,
was
though.
overpriced.
Name them.
It's not good.
Who's on that list?
John
So,
Stones, Diaz.
Slow down.
John
Yeah,
Stones is
yeah,
not
yeah.
world class.
Slow down.
I didn't say Stones. I didn't say Stones.
I
Let
said
me
Relegate.
break that down for you, Scully.
Wait, let Joe go. Go on.
Stones. All right, they pay stupid money because they bought him off a Premier League club.
And he was
Same with
English.
premium.
How much
Same
did
with
it cost?
Maguire.
60
Diaz
million.
from any old club that will sell, will just take. They see English coming and go,
He's
pay
English,
the
though.
fee. The same
It's the
reason
English tax.
Southampton
It's the
got
English
70
tax.
million for Van Dijk because, and if that Upamecano or whatever from, if he had to go to a Premier League club, I pronounced that wild. Sorry.
Upamecano.
if he went to a Premier League club, that would not be for that money. It would be for more. That's just
No,
how
but that's
the
his
game
release
works.
clause, though. That's his release
He went to
clause.
where? Barca?
If he's on Leipzig or something, right?
He's
He's at Leipzig,
Yeah.
apparently
He went
going
Leipzig and he
to
went
Bayern.
Barca.
And he's going to
Oh,
Bayern.
Has he gone yet? Gone yet, has
He
he?
hasn't gone yet. He hasn't gone yet.
He hasn't gone yet.
But it's
He
like-
hasn't gone yet.
My point is that centre backs for a Premier League,
all-
for
no,
Premier League to
they-
buy
they-
another Premier League centre back.
Don't misunderstand me. Don't misunderstand me. They pay over the odds, yeah. Maguire was way over the odds, yeah. But the other centre backs that are being paid for way over the odds, yeah. You can assess that by quality level. So you can look at a Laporte, you can look at a Diaz, you can look at a Van Dijk, you can even look at flipping.
Man
You
United
can even
are
flipping
golden,
look
you're
at
right.
Johnny Evans, yeah. Like all
Who
these
is,
man,
by the way, is the reason why
Better.
Sionchu looks good and why Maguire look good.
Yeah.
No one seems to talk about that.
By the way, Soyuncu's very good as well, but Johnny Evans is
he's
very good.
okay. He's
And
not
I wanted
that
us
good.
to buy it. I think Johnny Evans. But anyway, Johnny Evans, you can look at them paying over the odds, and be like, oh, well, it makes sense because the defender they're buying does bits for them. Maguire being this much money, but when you look at what he actually brings to the team, it being about here, does not make sense. And then having to buy another defender as well to supplement that, which will probably be 50, it'll be anywhere from 40 to 80. It doesn't make sense. Maguire is the defender they bought. Maguire's the defender they bought to supplement alongside Bailly or Lindelof. So that how has he landed, and now you're going to buy another defender to supplement?
Yeah, no, I can't lie. I'll be super embarrassed, If we buy another centre back, which we need to, I'll be so embarrassed.
No,
I'll be so embarrassed.
Do you know what our problem is? We have so much money, no sense. Like Joe Walker said, brother, we'll go into the market, with 300 million, 200 million to spend, here's Maguire for 80 mil. Sosa, no brainer, he takes it. He's an issue. I'm telling you. Our point is, we do all these things, and we end up having to spend more money and more money. It's like putting a plaster over a deep stab wound. It don't make sense, man. At the end of the day, we're supposed to be a top club. We're buying Maguire from Leicester for £80 million, for God's sake. He had one decent season, 1 6.5, 7 out of 10 season,
Season. And then the Euro, was it the Euros he had, or was it the World Cup?
It was the World Cup.
That is
head. Oh yeah, Heady Maguire. He's got a head in the air. Right, man. All these things are stacked against us, and we still somehow end up having to spend more money. It's bullshit, bro. I'm tired of it. I can't lie.
You'll definitely go back into the market, I think, for a partner. I think he'll stay, and you'll make something of it. But
oh yeah, no, he'll have to stay. He's our centre back for the next couple of years, unless you get a ruthless manager that comes in. And that's another dumb decision that Solskjaer did, making him captain. I don't understand the logic behind it. I don't know what he was thinking. The players look like they don't rate him as the captain anyway. You know, Bruno's the on-field captain. Harry Maguire, I just don't know what he is or what uncle he's got that works up in the boardroom or whatever. Something's going on there.
Maguire's the guy who wears that armband, Bruno's the guy who thinks he's the captain, but you can see in performance, it's Pogba. Like, it still is Pogba. Like,
Pogba's the leader.
It's always Pogba. But I think he was scared of giving it to Pogba because the media get onto him and
And Pogba was vice captain at one point, innit? Then Mourinho stripped him. That's where it went wrong, because really no one will pie and give it back to him because they know that his heart's not really in it at United, you know. They don't want to eat humble pie and give it back to him. But I reckon all the players will react better to Pogba being captain than any of the other players.
Bro, they all look to
when
Pogba
he's on form, when he's on form, he lets his football do the talking. And he don't really complain at man too much. Like I see Bruno Fernandes, he's always complaining at someone. You know, like that bully. You know, when you used to play football and you had that bully, maybe the older kid in school, and he's bare dead, but you can't complain. You can't complain. That's where it comes out with Bruno, because he does stats. He puts on stats, so they can't really complain. But really, they're looking at him sideways like, Bruno, really? Come on. But then he'll score a volley like today.
You remember when Shaw scored last week or 2 weeks ago, and Bruno ran up to him and said, "Don't steal my goal, motherfucker."
Yeah. Shaw got the ball, but he's like, "But the pass is for me. You should have." Bro, he's so grilled.
Elite mentality, though.
It's not like Salah. Like, at least with Salah, you get it because he's probably going to score 30 goals in the season. With Bruno, it's just like
no. Don't say that. Bruno's on 14.
It's all about
Bruno's on 14 goals, bro. Second in the league.
Pens to
I
come
told
as
you
well.
guys earlier. I was breaking down to them, Joe, that Bruno Fernandes, is an invariable. So you see, like in a scientific test, and they're like, oh, you cannot get 100% of the test right. Like, it can never be 100% accurate. There's always something that will throw it off, That's Bruno Fernandes, because he's not good at football, but he's not bad at football. He affects the game. Like, you don't know how he's going to affect the game.
He's
good at affecting the game.
Yeah, like it's a kind of a player from the past of like, oh, he's been a bit quiet today, and then he'll just do something nuts. He'll be like, oh, that's enough. It doesn't matter then.
He only
coming up those moments.
He only does things to affect the game.
you'll
An
take that
actual
all day.
football player.
As long as you got people
That's true.
sorting it out
We-
for the rest of the time, you're
Listen, we gotta start calling Bruno Thanos. It's as simple as that, man. Just gotta start calling him. He's
I can't lie.
inevitable.
If he scores 20 league goals, boy.
The thing about it is, yeah,
You
man,
can't say nothing.
Man, will
Right.
cuss Fernandez, but it's like he scores you the free kicks and pens, fam. You couldn't handle your own failure. Where did it bring you? Right back to me.
Back to me.
Thanos, like.
It's mad.
It's true.
But
That
do you
is
think?
facts.
Do you think he'll look like that?
Famous,
Yeah?
blood.
If like let's say yeah, Pogba
hell.
leaves, yeah,
Yeah.
and so that's one part of the midfield gone. Yeah, Solskjaer hates Van de Beek. I don't know what Van de Beek did. To
I don't
him.
know what Van der
Scully,
Beek did to him,
Scully,
man.
sorry to interrupt your point. That's the whole
Yeah.
midfield one. No Pogba, no.
We've
Partey.
seen it, we've
You
seen
saw
it.
today. You saw it today.
We've seen
We
it
know
past 2
Me
games.
and Rob know it.
Wait,
Bro,
what
no
about
Pogba.
McSauce?
Bro,
So-
I've told you. I've been
wait,
telling
wait.
the only people that like McTominay are non-Man United fans. I promise you.
We don't like it,
Only
bro.
non-Man United fans
It's not us.
and people.
I'm telling you now, as a non-Man United fan, we don't like. It. Yeah,
You know what,
we're
yeah,
not-
all
He's got more,
aside,
more
yeah.
goals than Pepe this season, though, isn't he?
Oh,
No.
wow.
Oh yeah, true.
No, he does not. I'm checking
Hold on, let
it
me
right
check.
now.
In the
Don't
Premier
get me
League,
mad.
in the Premier League right
No,
now,
I'm
he has
checking it
it.
right now.
I think
Don't
so,
get me
yeah.
mad.
Rile them up. It might.
He said I was gonna rile him up.
I don't mind because
I mind.
Source is not good.
Yeah,
That's fine.
if you're a Man United fan, you know that like he's a bit of a stopgap and he's getting maybe more game time than you would want. You would want a better
Way
player
more.
there long term, but as long as he's not getting.
But do you know what? Oli doesn't have the
They have
ability
the same
to
amount of
coach
goals.
quality.
You prick.
I was the same. I'm
Do they?
sorry.
Same amount of goals.
Yeah,
You
4 goals
dickhead.
each.
But McTominay has got one more
Hey.
assist. You know.
Hear what I'm saying, and this is why it works so well with Bruno Fernandes, yeah? Because Oli doesn't have the ability to coach quality. He needs like ready-made players. That's why he can't coach Van der Beek, because Van der Beek has got such quality. If you saw that stat of the amounts of passes he did in the last game, not this one today, the last one,
when he
under
started.
2 touch. I think it was like 90% under 2 touch. Bruno was 60% under 2 touch. Like, Donny has got quality, but Solskjaer doesn't know what to do with it. Hence why he's not playing him. He's just on the bench. But if we go down, he'll bring him on because he feels like, I know you've got something, I just don't know how to unlock it. So that's why he'll rather play McTominay, who's a workhorse, who'll put himself about the pitch. He don't even put
Doesn't
himself
need
about the pitch
direction.
that much.
Doesn't need
I don't-
direction.
You know?
I don't
All you got to
get
tell him is
why-
run. Just run your socks off.
He relies on the invariable, yeah. Bruno being the invariable, so he sticks Bruno in there, yeah, and he tells everyone else run about,
Run, yeah.
because he knows at some point it will fall to Bruno, in or
No,
around the
Oli
ball.
relies on individual brilliance. He relies on individual brilliance all the time.
100%. That's why he needs
keeps
to buy-
playing Martial and that. Like, it's
I'm
weird.
gonna be very real with you, lot. Yeah.
All of a
And
sudden, magic's gonna happen.
if you lot get second, yeah, Greenwood is fucked because
Why?
there's not a single piece of development going on at that club at the
Oh
moment.
yeah,
Nah, it's
fact.
really
I
sad.
was going to
It's
say
really
that
bad.
around the Maguire.
yeah.
It doesn't necessarily apply to him, but yeah, I feel like all the good young signings that you make, I think like right, who's actually going to have enough time to focus on them and actually like make them
Yeah.
develop into that top level player? Because
And this is what I was saying, yeah. I think we spoke about this before. No player post Fergie has improved on a mad thing, minus De Gea. He improved for a little bit and then he fell off again. Other than that, I don't know who the most improved player is post Fergie.
Januzaj.
Januzaj, my guy.
Where's
Look,
that
he came
you
and
at,
gone.
though?
He's
No,
in
no,
Valencia.
he's got his Spain or
Valencia.
Nah, he's
No,
balling.
yeah,
He's
true.
balling in Spain.
Yeah.
He's in Valencia.
No, I want
Yeah.
to actually make sure. I actually quite liked him. I liked him when he took that
that's
goal
who
to Nando.
that's who they picked over Zaha to play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Januzaj.
yeah,
Yeah.
Even though it meant
I
I
wanted-
Palace, I don't like Januzaj.
I can't believe we checked Zaha, man. I still can't believe it.
I wanted Zaha to work at United. Like I wanted him to become a star in it. But I also like that Januzaj took that goal to Nando's, and she was all asking like, "Why are you taking me Hakkasan?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" Like, he's like, "Who are you?" Like we're just linking up. I love that. So,
Like imagine you gave Oli Januzaj, he wouldn't know what to do. Because right now Van der Beek he's dying in this squad. I feel so bad
think-
for him as well.
I think Van der
and I
Beek
think
needs
I
a
wonder if
second
Pogba leaves, will he have more of a role? Like have they told him, look, Pogba's going, we're gonna develop you next year. Just get used to the England, get used to the Premier League and whatnot. Because something's just not right there either.
Bro,
man.
Van der Beek needs a system, bro. I can't lie. He's not like a Pogba where the natural flair. He can just do what he wants in the middle and kind of
Once,
pull it
yeah.
off. But he's not a Bruno either. He needs a system. He needs components around him to say, "Ah, cool, yeah." If he had a system like a Man City, Van der Beek at Man City would be mental.
Everyone
Van
at
der
Man
Beek-
City
For
would
real.
be.
No, wait.
that guy.
Facts. Man, Van der Beek at even what's it called? Liverpool. Like in the midfield, he would look better than Wijnaldum, in my opinion. Like I'm telling you,
No,
he
he
needs
would.
a system. He would. He
You know,
just
you
needs a
see, you see with Van der Beek, he's someone that if you give him the option, he will execute 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Right now, if you give Scott McTominay the option, he will execute maybe 4 out of 10 times.
maybe even
You know?
3.
But right now, I don't think Van der Beek knows what his option is. Like when I watch him running around the pitch, it's a bit like, oh, this is cringe. Like what's going on?
Where'd you get from Ajax, right?
Yeah, Ajax, yeah.
Think about all the players. Well, obviously you know about that Dutch system, and they play total football.
Yeah.
It's a national identity, right?
Yeah.
Think about all those players that came out of that Europa League team that you actually beat, right? And where have they gone the last few years, and how many of them actually kicked on because they have needed the first season to get involved? And
Ziyech looks horrible.
The guy
Ziyech
that went to
horrible
Barca,
right now.
the one that went to
Yeah,
Juve, none of them kicked on
no,
straight away.
De Jong
no.
went to Barca.
Freddie,
Yeah.
De Jong
only
looks
one-
really good. De
He's
Jong looks
been
really
playing
good.
well, yeah.
And De Ligt is banging
De
at
Ligt is
Juve.
mad.
De Ligt is banging
De
at
Ligt
Juve.
playing well, yeah.
Yeah,
he's
De
playing
Ligt is
well.
banging at Juve, and
Yeah,
De
main
Jong
centre
playing
back.
very well for Barca still. But like
Some of them are like fish
Ziyech
out of
is
water.
Ziyech is looking horrible.
Ziyech doesn't
Van
look
der
good.
Beek is
Yeah.
looking it's just
Even
looking.
what? It's not the same level, obviously.
Did Dest even
System.
bang at Barca? Is Dest
I
banging?
haven't heard
System
about
players, though. System players, like sometimes players shine in the system, and I'm not saying that they're not talented; they're clearly talented, but the system that they're in allows them to perform at their best ability. And
Trent
I think the
Alexander-Arnold.
problem for VDB is not that he's not talented. I thought he was amazing at Ajax, and I was like, oh, this is sick that they bought this guy.
He's not
I
drill.
think-
There's no
I
drill.
think-
at Man United.
Yeah, there is no system yet. Whereas Bruno shines
We're
because there's
jealous.
no system. Bruno shines because there's no system, In the same way, I'm going to get to this later. We're going to bring this up on the thing, In the same way, Rashford and Martial got to shine for a bit, because there was no system, so they could just run around at the front, and do what they need to do, But VDB is not going to do that because he wants everybody to be in the right place. He wants to lay off a pass, and know
He has a picture in his head.
Bro,
Exactly,
but
that's what I'm saying.
And you don't know what anyone's going to be doing. It's unpredictable. He's standing on that pitch thinking, you lot are dickheads. Why did I come here? I need to get back to Ajax. This is horrible.
This is horrible.
Like imagine every match day you see Scott McTominay's name on the team sheet ahead of yours. Like, how would you actually feel knowing that
Fred's
I'm
name.
way better?
Yeah, thank you,
Fred's
Relik.
name.
Relik, thank you.
Are you on to Fred? Are you on to Fred?
Fred is better
I'm
than McTominay. Fred is better than McTominay.
Trust me.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
He is. He definitely is. He definitely
If you had a system,
definitely
Listen, Scully,
definitely is.
Scully,
if you had a system, Fred would look like,
Scully.
like the same
Fred.
£50 million
Fred.
signing.
is the Brazilian El Nene, blood. He has got nothing about him, bro.
I don't think
He has
Fred
got
is too bad.
nothing
I
about
think
him.
Nah, you lot are
again,
mocking.
Fred is suffering.
For me-
Fred is suffering from a systemless team as well. I don't
you
think
lot
it's too bad.
are forgetting who Fred was. You lot are forgetting who Fred was.
In the Ukraine League,
Thank you.
It
With
doesn't matter,
Relik.
bro. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It
Who
doesn't
William
matter.
was back in the day. No,
Bro.
if Fred is good, William's good. I'm not hearing it.
Because bro, first of all, don't do that. Don't ever do that.
no, it's true.
Don't ever do
It's
that in
true.
your life,
They're both fake Brazilian frauds.
Second
They
of all,
both pretend to be from Brazil.
William's
Never
not
Burkina Faso.
Brazilian, so don't put his name next to Fred. Second of all,
Fred is from Congo.
Fred was doing bits in the Champions League. It doesn't matter if he was Ukrainian League because he was still going UCL, and badding stuff up. And we were looking at
Was
him like,
he?
this guy's a player. He was, bro. He had a name for himself. Like, he had a name outside of that league.
No,
because
Fred
he
had a
was-
name. Fred had a name still.
And the problem with Fred, is literally that he's just lost. Like, he's the same thing as VDB, except VDB is just like, well, this ain't my fault. You know, just ass. Where Fred's like, oh, it must be me doing something wrong. And he tries to run around like to come up for it. It's like, brother, it's actually not you. You're not the problem.
Bro,
The
he's
manager's
brainless, bro.
For me, Fred is just.
He is actually. I'll say that he is brainless.
Scully.
VDB.
I don't think Fred is
Are you
bad at
saying,
all.
Scully, that if they're brainless, as long as they've got that drill and they know what to do, that
Yes.
He'll execute. Yeah, like the execution thing.
He's a perfect soldier. He's a
Do you remember
perfect
when?
soldier.
Do you remember when? Remember Mourinho had Luke Shaw at United, and he said, "I have to tell him everything he needs to do.
Everything what to do.
I
Yeah,
have to carry him through the game because he's just brainless." And it's like, there are players like that.
But do you know what? I think with Luke Shaw, Luke Shaw's the opposite. I think Luke
That's
Shaw,
what I mean.
is not a perfect soldier. I think if you shout at Luke Shaw and he turns to do, he breaks apart. We see it with Mourinho, yeah.
Can't handle that pressure.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, do what you want." Bob up and down with
Do your thing, man.
He's looking sick. He's like a kid, like he just wants to kick ball. So like,
All he said, express yourself, enjoy your football.
And that's the Man United.
That's Man United.
Right.
Enjoy your football.
Combine those two. Combine those players that are really enjoying just expressing and having fun with those players that desperately need like instructions and
it's awful. Yeah. No, it's awful.
Pick a
I
side.
can't believe you lot think that Fred's better than McTominay. That's crazy.
I can't believe it either, you know. I can't believe
So
it.
you don't
I'm
think
not with that.
McTominay's better than Fred?
Yeah, man.
In context,
More reliable in the
And
game.
I feel like if McTominay played box to box, he'll look so much better as well.
And I understand what
DM.
Joe's saying. I agree with the point Joe just made, yeah. That in the context of what they're doing game to game, in terms of consistency, McTominay is doing better than Fred. But for the reasons that I just gave, Fred is better than McTominay. Like,
Fred is a better footballer. Fred is a better footballer than McTominay.
Right.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
But he doesn't.
Oh,
perform
okay.
better. He doesn't perform
Okay.
And McTominay
Phew.
performs better without Fred, and Fred performs better with McTominay. So it's mad.
No, because McTominay when he's next to Pogba is awful.
No, that's the thing.
When I saw Fred, Pogba, Bruno, it looked decent. I'm not gonna lie.
It looked good.
Trust,
No.
that's what I'm trying to see. That's what I'm trying to see.
Scatter. I want to see McTominay, Pog, and Bruno. Or McTominay.
Nah.
Crazy
and
though.
McTominay.
Shall I tell you why? Shall I tell you why? Not with McTominay, yeah? Because when McTominay plays next to Pogba, McTominay looks too much in awe. He's almost ball watching Pogba before he's like, oh yeah, I'm playing as well. When he plays next to Fred, McTominay's like, yeah, my level. Let's flex, bro. Let's go. When he's playing next to Pogba, I promise you. Honestly.
I hear what you're saying.
McTominay doesn't hold. He's not a holding midfielder, in my opinion.
Never
And by the way,
really.
Fulham are beating Everton 2-0, bruv. As in
2-0.
I told you the bottom of the table is heating up. These are heating up. That's
It's
why.
gonna happen. Everton's gonna
why I said
slap
Joe
Liverpool
was
next week as
okay.
well. That's what's gonna happen.
Nah, it can't be.
It won't. Watch.
I can see it.
Watch. They're gonna slap Liverpool next
see
week
it.
as well. Watch.
imagine, you know.
But
I can see it.
for me, I feel like McTominay, as I said, will play much better as a box-to-box midfielder than the DM.
We're talking bare
Yeah.
about football again, so let's dissect.
Yeah.
Are we even
United-
talking about Arsenal yet?
Talk to me about Arsenal real quick.
On Scully.
Because
Oh, so
obviously
we're
you
done
lot are
with
gassed.
United, yeah? We're
You
done
lot are
with United.
gassed.
Are we
Yeah,
done
we're done with United,
We're
man. Come on,
Bro, I can't hear you, man.
Okay, all right, cool.
Hello?
All
Yeah, I
right,
can hear you.
Oh, you can hear us now. I heard that. You can hear us before.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm
I couldn't hear. No, what did you say? What did you say?
Nothing.
I'm gonna let Relic go first, yeah, and come with the gassed approach, and then I'm gonna break it down.
All right.
From
Hit me.
somewhat more sober.
Yeah, what? Yeah, listen. Before the game started, I told man them in the group chat, listen, 4-1. Man looked at me like I was crazy. I said, say less. I saw the lineup. I saw ESR. I saw Saka. I saw Odegaard. I saw Aubameyang up front. I said, you're moving mad, big man. I said,
Can
you're
I say,
moving
yeah? Can I back my brother, yeah?
Listen.
Alex said, yeah, look, watch out for your mid-table clash, yeah? And all I said was 3-1, pussy.
And then I said,
Stand
no,
by
fuck
it.
that. I said, fuck that. 4-1. But anyway,
You didn't say pussy.
I knew.
You didn't say
I'm not
pussy.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Look at your phone. Look at
You
your
didn't say
phone.
pussy.
Scroll up. Look at
You
your
didn't say
phone right
pussy.
now.
I'm not gonna lie,
Open
yeah.
up your phone right now and scroll.
Relic said 4-1. He said 3-1. That's all.
Open up your phone right now and scroll.
Guys,
That
don't
is
believe
the-
the hype.
That's the
Open your
best,
phone.
I'm gonna
right now.
screenshot it and put it in the video. Let's
Please
see.
do.
Let's see.
Relic is trying to talk. Relic is trying to talk. Relic is trying
That
to
is
talk.
the
Go, Relic.
best lineup that I've seen Arsenal put out in I don't know how long, maybe since the FA Cup final. Like that is that.
All
was,
my Arsenal fans were
listen,
gassed.
I was so fam seeing Odegaard, Saka, and ESR just in the lineup was like fam, and just Aubameyang. That's just all Aubameyang has to do is turn and shoot. Just be in position and shoot. Because the creativity behind him is insane. Obviously, if Turney was there, oh my god, if Turney was there, whew, and Party, different story, innit? But it's still the same story, but like
Valentine's Day.
no, I can't lie.
Yeah.
It's mad.
He's
It's
blushing.
mad.
He's
But yeah,
blushing
anyway,
at lineups.
but anyway, cool. They played now, and I just feel like the fluidity between ESR, Saka, and Odegaard, the combinations, they're just so they're happy to play with each other. It's like you pass here, you move here, them on swapping positions, and it just looked good. It was just fun to watch again. And obviously, Aubameyang, he's gonna do what he does. He knows where to be, he knows how to shoot, and he did what he needs to do. Saka, class above the rest. Saka is different gravy. He does everything. He does similar things so good, so he doesn't need to do like fancy things and madnesses anymore. He just needs to pass, move, get in position, pass, move, the dribble. He's so good.
He's your main creator.
He's so good at just the fundamentals, and that's why he's just calm, because he's so good at the fundamentals. He doesn't do step overs. They're free creators.
No, I said he's your main. I didn't say only.
Even Xhaka got an assist today. But anyway, I think we look good. Attacking, obviously best performance of the season. Defensively, David Luiz is
might be one of our worst, you know.
No, I don't think it was one of our worst, but it was cool. It was cool. It was cool defensively. I don't like Cedric on the left, but obviously Tony's injured, so he has to be there. Leno could have done better, but I think it was cool, man. It was cool. 3-0 up by halftime. I feel like Odegaard, he was cool. He didn't do nothing mad or special.
He's still finding his feet. He's still finding his feet.
He done a few.
He made a few.
You can see the quality there. Like when he brings down the ball, it's effortless. But
what's the point if he's gonna leave? What's the point if he's gonna leave?
He's definitely not. He's definitely not leaving.
You think you're gonna sign him?
I don't know.
You think you're gonna sign him?
Well, he's saying that if Zidane is there in the summer, he's gonna stay. Or he's not going to go back to Real Madrid. You don't care. But I don't feel like Zidane gonna be there in the summer. So that'll be a. You know
what? Odegaard is doing, yeah.
What's he doing?
You break up with a girl, yeah, but you both still love each other, yeah. But really and truly, you got a new thing that you're seeing, yeah. But it's just an interim relationship. You're just doing target practice and chilling and having someone to watch This Is Us with until you can go back to your main.
I love that show, boy.
That's what Odegaard's doing. But the thing is, yeah, if his old thing gets a new thing, which is what Real Madrid is looking like they're going to do.
Yeah.
The interim is going to have to become permanent. Like, it's just going to be like, listen, I've become people with you now. We're here now. Whatever. Let's keep it rolling.
I would love to see it. I feel like
we're definitely going to attempt to try and sign Odegaard in a permanent. But definitely.
Yeah, of course.
At the moment, he looks all right. I'm not going to judge him now, but he looks all right. Didn't do anything wrong. And I like the combination and the partnership he's building with Saka and ESR, and I'd like to see what he does with Pepe as well. You know what I'm saying?
I just have one last question. For the Arsenal fans. Yeah,
Aubameyang is back, by the way. I don't want to hear no more talk. Get me his mum's back.
Aubameyang's back.
To the field. Hat trick. I don't want to hear nothing, blood. His mum's well now. He's okay. I knew when he was every training picture, man was smiling, hella teeth, blood. I knew. He's gonna be on smoke. He's in number 9 position. He's number 9. Did you see ESR's assist? Wait, did you see ESR's assist?
Hey, one last question for you, lot, bro. Quickly, yeah. What I just want to say is, are you lot not annoyed at Arteta for not doing these things? Because I can't lie, you Arsenal fans have been calling for ESR. You've been calling for the young boys.
Well, I haven't. Scully has.
But now it's working, and you can see that you man are like making progress. Like,
I know you get it, but it's easy for me to say in September, yeah, because he's thinking about leading these players in over time and their longevity in the squad. I'm just thinking, listen, these guys are better than whoever's playing. Move these other dons. So I can't say whether if I was Arsenal manager and I would have played them in September, I can't say it would have worked. They could have come out, had a couple of bad games, then we all had toxic Arsenal fans saying, they're rubbish, they're done out, pull them, and then that would be the end of their career. So like, the important thing is we're building now, 14 games after the season. You have to win 9 or 10.
We're not going to do that.
I don't know if we are. I put a bet down saying that we'll win the rest of.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
It's tight. It probably won't happen.
We're Arsenal. We're gonna have injuries, and I feel like Arteta's in-game management and decision making is so stupid. Like you still play Willian when you have Martinelli and Pepe on the bench. I understand we've got Man City and Benfica coming up.
In Arteta, we trust, man. He knows what he's doing.
No, don't even say that again in your life.
He does.
He don't deserve that yet.
He has more of a clue than
In Arteta, we trust, bro.
He's a better manager than some of the managers we've seen this season, bro.
100%. Frank Lampard, he's not around no more.
I
He's
like
not
it.
around no more.
But it's gonna come with experience, isn't it? Like he's not experienced, and that will come with the more games he plays.
Out of
innit?
all the newbie managers, Arteta's the most promising. Out of all the new managers getting their chance,
Definitely.
he's
Everyone's
definitely
saying
the
it.
most
Pep
promising.
said it.
behind him get
Actually-
his potential. Like
Yeah,
in the Prem?
yeah,
others
yeah.
that are
You mean in
just
the Prem?
for them as a player.
Yeah,
where
yeah, the Prem.
Oh,
his schooling was different.
Yeah, his
I
schooling
think-
was, bruv. He went to private school, bruv.
You went to school.
The rest of these lot, the rest of these, I don't know where Ollie went, bruv. I don't know where Ollie went.
Only went Open University.
He went Open University, bruv. The Ofsted rating was poor, very poor
Wow.
wherever he went.
I'll be
promise
real
you.
about Arsenal. Yeah. I did say it's a lot of a process, yeah, and we're not going to see the true Arsenal if Arteta makes it for 3 seasons. So this is season 1, and we're seeing positives, yeah. Hopefully by next season, I'm hoping by next season we're doing really good, basically. Like,
I
I'm
can't lie,
hoping
Scully. This
3 seasons a long time.
This summer's the summer. I said as soon as Ozil's gone, we're gonna start like we're gonna be able to buy more players because his contract was fucking $350 a week. Like we're gonna be able to offer
Crazy.
players better deals. Like Ozil's gone now. I feel like Arteta's definitely found his philosophy and his style of play and how he wants players to play. We see them implementing that, and I feel like this summer's the summer where it's like we need to make a proper statement. We need a new right back. We need a new. Do we need a new winger, and possibly
Winger?
another?
I don't want a winger. I want a new right
we
back
do.
and a new left back, and that's
No,
it.
we need a centre back and we need a winger.
I love that.
and a right
Pepe's
back.
fine, but he didn't start
I don't want another winger.
and
I don't know.
I personally do.
Who, bro? There's Saka there. There's Martinelli. There's Pepe. Like what? What are you talking?
To me, Martinez is a striker to me. He's not a winger to me.
He's a striker.
Oh, I do hear
definitely a
that.
striker.
He's not a
Like,
winger to
I
me.
hear-
He's like
I hear-
Greenwood. He's not meant to play on the wing. Put him in the middle.
Yeah.
Let him do his thing.
I do hear
His
that. Now you're
movement
saying that.
Just wrecking
makes
these young
sense.
boys.
Because when you see him on the wing, he doesn't have any. He doesn't have anything on the wing like that.
He just
He's
runs.
fast,
He just
cool.
runs.
Yeah, he just
He can
runs.
get past people. He can beat it.
Because he's fast, but he's not like
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I hate
double
when they do
player
that.
and
He's
pass
not
it.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
not
no,
a
no.
winger. The only
He
reason
is
he's
a
on there is because
centre
he's young and he's fast, cool, but he's not a winger.
Yeah, I hear that.
He will be a
You know what I'm
centre
saying?
forward, but yeah, I'm happy with the progress Arsenal are making. And 3 seasons, by the way, Joe, is what when I say 3 seasons is that's when I expect us to be proper challenging.
Okay.
So like I obviously expect us to be doing better, yeah. But I mean, in season 3 is when I feel like, yo, you lot should be going for the trophy now. So like
Okay.
this season is like we're warming up. Next season it's like cool, you got to push top 4 and you have to get it. And the season after it's like, come on, you're here, like go out and try and win one of these trophies. I feel like the team, we have a decent amount of depth now. There's certain players I don't want to see no more.
Who?
For me, I want to see a centre mid. Yeah, I hear that people love off Xhaka. Yeah, but like, I just don't think that
Don't do
when we're challenging for like Prem and these things there, I don't think he's the guy. Like, I don't
Blood,
think he's the guy.
we need Xhaka, you know. When we don't play Xhaka, we look horrible. Like,
bro, Xhaka
he
didn't
is
play
our
5
unofficial
games.
captain.
He didn't play 5 games and we won them. So
Did
I
he?
don't understand where this.
Did we? What games were those?
Yes, it was after Christmas. We got, I think it was 3 wins, 2 draws.
Who were they against?
I don't know, but we still won. It doesn't matter who we play, bro. Like, that's what you need to remember about Arsenal. I feel like I really hope, yeah. We're not obviously going to mention his transgressions, but I hope Saliba comes back. But he's beefed Arteta in the media.
I went to the Arsenal player,
Has he?
yeah?
What did he say? What did he say?
He said, I don't know why Arteta wasn't picking me. Like, I obviously was ready to start. He said that in media, and I was like, the only thing I would say about Arteta,
Like he only gave him 2. He said he looked at me at 2 training sessions.
2 games, and said, no, I'm done.
And that was it.
Is it?
Made up his mind, yeah.
And obviously, he played in preseason as well, but he's never played like he hasn't given him a proper chance.
But apparently
Which I
this
don't
dude's meant to
understand.
be,
Huh?
Like, the next thing, though.
He
Apparently
meant to be the next
I feel like-
Varane.
I
100%.
feel like Arteta
Wow.
is stubborn, yeah. And for
He's
2
so
things, I
stubborn.
think for one, it wasn't his signing, and the second thing is because Saliba keeps acting out, yeah. I feel like he'll be like, well,
trying to
he's the type
discipline
of
him.
manager who I think is like, fuck it, I can do it without you. I'm going to show you I can do it without you. And it's like, cool, you can't do it without him, but like he's clearly a very good centre back. You have Gabriel there, he's a good centre back. Just
Those
play
two
these
together,
2 good
oh
centre backs
my
together, yeah.
God.
And then all we need, like I said, in my eyes, all we need at Arsenal is 2 fullbacks and a centre mid, and we're good to go. Like we have everything.
Bruv, the Arsenal fans are gassed today. You can see Innit, Alex?
Nah,
They're on one today.
Don't worry. I'm not fooled. This is a false image. Like, we have a lot of problems still, yeah.
They just caught up. They just caught up with their loss record. So I don't.
I said, yeah, we need to get 9 games to get to top 4. It's tough. Relegation said we're not going to do it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you think we're gassed, yeah? We're just happy that we went through a day without it being ruined by our club. That's all it is. Yeah. That's like, if you want to see gas, yeah, you will see gas if we end in the top 4. I will be.
If we end up top 4, listen, don't put me on the podcast because I'm gonna move my.
If Arsenal end up top 4, I'll give both of you £100.
Fam, if Arsenal finish with United,
another bet. Another bet.
I'll be on mute.
I said if Arsenal move, if Arsenal finish above United this season, just know, yeah.
No, make me a bet, man.
I'm not paying the bet. Listen,
this is what you need to understand, Alex. We don't think it's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't think it's actually.
We're not
happening.
gassed like you.
We're just happy we won.
I'm second. I'm allowed to be gassed.
Nah, some of the shouts you've been saying, we're gonna get to them, yeah. But some of the shouts you've been making today have been mad. But we're coming to that, yeah. Let me just wrap up on Arsenal quick, yeah. It's great to see them playing the field.
My guys, the Gunners.
Yeah, like if we see a couple of these players come in, I'd still love to see Pepe play. I'd like to see Martinelli play. I'd like to see I don't want to see Elneny coming on anymore.
I can't lie. Scully, real quick. Are you bringing back Guendouzi and keeping him?
Nah, because he's still got bad attitude. Like, I've seen it now. Now that he's gone to and he's causing the same problems, yeah. Like, I've deep.
Is he?
Not even Arteta being stubborn. You're actually just a bad breed.
It's him.
Yeah, that's what happened in France, yeah. But he came here, and I was like, I'll just give him a chance. And then the bust up with Arteta, I was like, I could forgive that because you're young. And
man's telling him a pie. He's telling him a pie. Listen, my brother, I play for Arsenal. I make bare money. You don't make much money. Grab him, fam. In that Brighton Arsenal game, he grabbed man by his throat and told him, "Listen, bro, I play for Arsenal. I make bare bread. What are you talking about? I make way more money than you." He's a gas kid. I love it though. I love it. I thought we need players with mentality like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like that. But they got to deliver on the pitch anyway.
But
Guendouzi was never bad. Guendouzi was never bad.
I love Balogun, yeah. I think he's sick, yeah, but he's moving too gassy before he come on and he needs to come on and bang 5 goals before he can start
in 2 games.
He's moving too gassy, and I back him hard. I think he's gonna be wherever he ends up. I think he's going to be amazing. But there's a thing about managers and the board and that they don't like it when you're moving like you are God's gift without.
You're already made, yeah. You're already made without you showing it.